Sandhan. All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.
Good morning, friends. Today I would like to give my lecture on Bronte sisters. Bronte sisters, they are three sisters. Charlotte Bronte, her period is from 1816 to 1855. Another sister is Emily Bronte, 1818 to 1848. And Anne, the third one, her period is from 1820 to 1849. These three sisters are known as Bronte sisters. Without the mention of Bronte sisters, Victorian age is incomplete. Bronte sisters, through their contribution, have enriched the Victorian novels to a great height. Now, if we look at the picture very closely, we find the picture of these three sisters together. Now we took the first sister, Charlotte Bronte. Her period is 1816 to 1855, and her sisters, Emily Bronte, 1818 to 1848, and Annie Bronte, 1820 to 1849, have charmed, inspired, and even shocked readers from the Victorian age to the present. Raised in Haworth, Yorkshire, the three sisters produce such classics as Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights, and The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. Influenced by British romantic poets like William Wordsworth, Scott, and Byron, the Brontes produced a cast of unforgettable characters such as the devoted governess Jane Eyre and the lovers Heathcliff, Cathy, and Hareton. Now we take the first one, the Charlotte Bronte. Charlotte Bronte is an elder sister of Emily and Anne. Her famous novel is Jane Eyre, 1847. Originally, it is published as Jane Eyre, an autobiography. It was published on 16th October 1847. Charlotte wrote this novel under pen name Currer Bell. She used a masculine pen name because women writers were not taken seriously at that time in Victorian England. The novel presents a number of important subjects like the relations between men and women, women's equality, the treatment of children and of women, religious faith and religious hypocrisy, the realization of selfhood, and the nature of true love. Jane Eyre is an orphan with a difficult start in life. She takes on a job of the governess at Thornfield. She sent away to a school at an early age. Jane falls in love with Edward Rochester, the master of the house. Rochester asks Jane to marry him. Their wedding ceremony is interrupted when Mr. Breeze declares that Rochester already has a crazy wife who is locked away in the third floor. Jane runs away inherits money from an uncle and ultimately returns to Thornfield. Because of her devotion to Rochester, Thornfield has been burned to the ground and Rochester has lost his hand and his sight. Jane married him and they have a child together. This is a very brief story of Jane Eyre. It is a romance novel with an element of Gothic novel. Now, Gothic novel focuses on a dark, mysterious, terrifying events. We find dimly lit castle, an old mansion on a hilltop, a misty cemetery, a forlorn countryside. Bronte uses many elements of the Gothic literary tradition to create a sense of suspense and drama in the novel. The majority of the events in the novel take place within a gloomy mansion, and this mansion is known as Thornfield Manor. It has secret chambers and a mysterious demonic laugh belonging to the mad woman in the attic. In the Red Room, we find a terrifying ghost of Mr. Reed that creates a supernatural atmosphere. It is also known as a Bildungsroman novel. Now, the word a Bildungsroman means coming of age. This was a new kind of a novel. Such novels centers on the period on which a young person grows up. A Bildungsroman is a German word meaning novel that is Roman, and of educational development that means Bildungs. It is also referred to an apprenticeship novel. If we look for the themes in the novel, we find search for the family, a sense belonging and love. Search for love leads Jane to establish her own identity and to achieve happiness. Another important theme in this particular novel is Victorian class differences. Jane is a poor individual within a wealthy environment at Thornfield. Though Jane is poor in wealth, but she is far superior to Miss Ingram in terms of intellect and character. When Jane inherits a wealth from her uncle, she marries Mr. Rochester. Now, Bronte has used symbols, and Bronte has used some symbols to convey her views through plots. Bertha Mansion is a complex presence in Jane Eyre. Bertha here establishes suspense and terror to the plot. Now, Bertha acts as a symbol. She is a symbol of trapped Victorian wife. She is expected never to travel or work outside the house. She finds no outlet for her frustration and anxiety. Another symbol is red room. The red room can be viewed as a symbol of Jane's struggle to find freedom, happiness, and a sense of belonging. Now, if we look at other works of Charlotte Bronte, there are two other works. They are Shirley 1849 and Villette 1853. Shirley. Shirley is a social novel. The novel is set in Yorkshire in the period of 1811 to 1812. The period is marked for Napoleonic War, and there was the War of 1812. Due to the wars brought industrial depression. Now, if we look at the story of Shirley, we find Shirley is the story of two contrasting heroines. One is shy Carolee Helstone and the other is vivacious Shirley Kildare. According to Golden, I would like to quote, Shirley is a revolutionary novel, unquote. Shirley is Bronte's most feminist novel. Bronte has created a character of Shirley whose independence is combined with her own intellect. She is a confident young woman. Her extraordinary freedom has accustomed her to think for herself. Now we look at the second novel, Villette. It is published in 1853 novel. It is a 1853 novel. The protagonist is Lucy Snow. She travels from her native England to the fictional French-speaking city of Villette. She wants to teach at a girls' school. In this place, Lucy is drawn into adventure and romance. The novel is set in the English countryside and later on it takes us to the town of Villette. It's a Gothic village where majority of the action takes place. George Eliot considers Villette is a still more wonderful book than Jane Eyre, unquote. Virginia Woolf says, quote, it is her finest novel, unquote. Contribution of Bronte. Bronte, through her works like Jane Eyre, Shirley, and Villette, contributed to the English literature through her simple women characters like Jane, Shirley, and Lucy Snow, that is from Villette. These women relied upon the respect of themselves rather than society to provide fulfillment in their lives. Through her characters, Bronte gave the gift of the modern woman. She has created a woman determined to make her own way. She tried to live her life by her own set of standards. She is dictated not by society but by herself and herself alone. Now we took the another sister, that is Emily Bronte. Emily Bronte, in some ways, the greatest of the three sisters. Her one book, that is Wuthering Heights, 1847, is unique in English literature. It was published in 1847 under the masculine pen pseudonym Alice Bell. The novel is a work of black romanticism. It covers three generations of the two opposing countryside, the Thrushcross Grange and the Wuthering Heights. If we look at the picture, the first one gives the site of Wuthering Heights, the very title of the novel. This particular picture gives us the one side or the one place of the novel, that is the Wuthering Heights. Another place is the Thrushcross Grange. Wuthering Heights opens with Lockwood. He is a tenant of Heathcliff and visits the home